This is the casual gamer's guide to Penny Parker. Penny Parker is a tank hero in Marvel Rivals. She is a great tank to use, especially when you're trying to lock down a specific area. The reason she is underrated as a tank is because other tanks, like Doctor Strange and Magneto, have greater mobility and survivability in combat, as they can both soak up more damage. Penny Parker brings a variety of offensive and defensive abilities to the battlefield. However, her lack of mobility and reliance on her bionic spider nest limits her effectiveness, especially in game modes where the team is constantly on the move. Penny Parker's primary attack is the Cyber Web Cluster. It's basically a projectile range weapon that does decent damage, has decent range, and decent velocity. The Cyber Web Cluster is great for engaging targets at short and medium range. Forget about trying to hit targets at long range or any flying hero. The projectile velocity isn't fast enough to hit targets at that distance, or if they're flying.
To beat one.
Penny Parker is able to traverse long distances with her Cyber Bond ability. It is essentially a grappling hook pulley system. It has a cooldown period and only 2 web strands can be placed at any given time. Once placed, the pulley can be reused as needed until it is replaced in a different location by additional web strands.
Got it?
Intruders detected.
Penny Parker lives and dies by her bionic spider nest. When placed, the nest shoots a web which covers a sizable area. Within this web, Penny can move very quickly. The nest also constantly produces mobile spider mines which swarm enemies that enter the web. Without her nest, Penny loses a big part of her offensive firepower and mobility. As her nest can be destroyed by the enemy, it is imperative that Penny place her nest in a strategic, but safe, location where Penny can exert maximum control with minimum risk.
Time for some fireworks. You know what to do, spiders? Time for some fireworks. Disappear!
Penny Parker's ultimate ability is Spider Sweeper. This ability allows Penny's spider mech to transform into a high-speed, nearly indestructible battering ram, which throws out mines as she runs over the enemy. This ultimate ability lasts for a brief period of time during which you want to run straight at the enemy and cause maximum disruption. Just make sure that you run back to safety before the ability wears off, as you'll lose your near invulnerability status and high-speed mobility.
No coming back from that. 4 arsenal times. And that's how we do it in Tokyo.
Penny Parker has a crowd control ability called Cyber Web Snare. It's basically a projectile spider web that Penny can fire at enemies to completely immobilize them for a few seconds. This ability is powerful enough to cause flying enemies to drop from the skies and prevent the enemy from using their ultimate abilities. It has a relatively short cooldown period, so be sure to use it often against the enemy.
You've got my back, I've got yours.
Turn around, we're on your back.
Always be there. For some fireworks. Disappear!
You have right. Max,
Sorry, Mr. Soldier.
Penny Parker has the ability to lay several mines on the battlefield. These mines can't move on their own like the spider mines of the bionic nest can. They stay where you drop them. However, they do much more damage and have the benefit of being invisible to the enemy so long as they are laid within Penny's webs. So always be sure to lay the mines within Penny's webs.
Born again! Doing this my way!
This is gonna hurt. Wherever they are, they don't look friendly. Double kill! Time for some fireworks. Here go the spiders. It's venom time! It's venom time!
On your shit. You're welcome.
In closing, Penny Parker is a fun hero to play given all her defensive options. While there are better tank heroes in general, Penny is the best one to use if you need to defend a specific location. With her bionic spider nest deployed, Penny can bring all her awesome defensive abilities to bear and make the enemy regret that they ever stepped into her webs.